channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. Welcome to Chelsmas. It's that time of the year where it is December, and we're going to be uploading videos consecutively for about the first 10 to 15 days of the month. I say the first 10 to 15 days because December is packed. There's a lot of amazing things happening, and I am going to be everywhere, okay? So I am hoping to do 15 consecutive days, but if life is becoming life way too fast, then you got a hard committed 10 days for me, and I'm excited about it because we've got some really great content. And then, of course, even after the 15th day, I'll still be uploading. It just may not be every day, but I've got some really great things for Chelsmas. We got, of course, all the declutters, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I have a mind to literally declutter. And when I say declutter, I mean like we get rid of some things, okay? So we've got that going on. Of course, we've got yearly roundup. So like, it's just gonna be a good month for content. I'm very excited. And of course, today's video is gonna be about one of my favorite products ever in makeup, and it's foundation. Of course, the first video is gonna be about foundation. So I'm gonna share with you my top 5 undetectable foundations on the skin. You're gonna wanna stay tuned for this one. But before we get into this video, I wanna say thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. If you are new, definitely hit that subscribe button. Join the Glam Girl Squad because we love to have you. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate every like, comment, shopping through my links, like any type of support that you give me. I'm really appreciative of it. There's so many people on this platform that you can watch, and I appreciate you taking some of that time with me. So let's get right into this video. So I came up with this series of undetectable foundations because life has been lifing for me, okay? In all of the ways, especially since like August through right now. And so my time is very limited. And you can even tell in my content, I'm not uploading as much, or had not been uploading as much. And then when I do upload, I don't have on the most makeup, okay? Because I literally just don't have the time. And sometimes I don't have the energy. So I was like, even with less time, there are times where I'm like, I want to put a little face on. I want to put on a little something, but I legit have like 2 to 5 minutes. So these are foundations that I reach for when I have like 0 minutes and I just want to throw a foundation on my face, add mascara, gloss, legit be out the door. I'll reach for one of these foundations. Or when I really want the skin to just look like skin, like for you to not even know I have one foundation, but for you to be like, girl, what is your skincare routine? And I'm gonna be like, yes, thank you. Because this foundation just sits so naturally on the skin. So I'm gonna share with you my top 5, but do follow me on Instagram. You can also follow me here because honestly, I'm going to upload the shorts here as well. But follow me on Instagram because I will be sharing more of these foundations. I'm only sharing 5 in this video, but I have about 100 foundations. I see you judging. I hear it. I feel it. Stop it, okay? We all got a little something that we splurge on. So I have so many more foundations to share, but I wanted to share with you these top 5 because, ooh, these are some good ones. I have others, so I might do like a part 2 of another top 5 because like I'm already thinking of other ones that should be in here, and I'm like, we might have to do a part 2. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 down below. Okay, the first foundation is going to be the first foundation that made me realize, oh my God, I can put a foundation on and literally go out the door. Like this looks like I have nothing on. And it also looks like I don't need to add concealer, powder, blush, blah, 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 blah. Pat McGrath Sublime Perfection Foundation. I wear the shade M17. This is still top 3 foundations for me. I mean, she's just everything. Look at how she looks on the skin, okay? I can't tell you how many times I have worn this foundation, literally put it on, and I'm running out the door. And I love that it sits so beautifully. I completely understand why she formulated this foundation the way that she did. I see why it is perfection on the runway, but I also can tell you it is perfection for everyday wear. So what I love about this foundation is that the formula is nice and thin. It is not heavy. It feels like absolutely nothing on the skin, and it wears very nicely throughout the day. So this is going to be one of those foundations that will get you through a workday, a solid 8 hours. Because this has a nice, soft, matte finish, for me, I don't have to set it. I literally throw it on, run out the door. When I first tried this foundation, I didn't like it because it was too dry for my skin. However, like most of us out here, we don't be prepping our skin properly, okay? And so when I tried it again with properly prepped skin, I said, okay, mother, why did I doubt you? Oh my gosh. So for me, I'm going to go in with a very hydrating primer. I love going in with the Yummy Glow Serum. It is like bae for me. But I will also go in with the Beauty Oil by Denessa Mar. Sometimes I'll go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This is the Magic Water Cream. Any type of just beautiful, almost like moisturizer type primer, I'll go in first. Then I apply this on top. And as you can see, go in with maybe like 1.5 pumps. And it looks like nothing. I also love to apply this with my fingers. That honestly is my favorite way to apply this foundation when I want it to look more skin-like. And it's stunning. I love the shade. The undertone is perfection. It looks like my skin, but it gives you such a perfected look, and it is stunning. So I love this one. I think if Pat McGrath's sale has not ended, she always has sales going on, so you can pick this up from her website with somewhat of a discount. But let me tell you, like I said, still top 3 foundations for me of all the foundations that I own. Love, love, love it. Okay, second runner-up, Shanta Kai Future Skin Gel Foundation. Did I say that name right? Yep, Future Skin Oil-Free Gel Foundation. Okay, I have the shade Banana in this particular foundation, and this one is also another beautiful, effortless, lightweight formulation. This particular foundation has a ton of skincare ingredients in it. This is a clean brand, and they really pride themselves on creating very great skincare makeup products. When they first started, they were all skincare products or all skincare based, and then they started getting into color. And so anytime that they create any type of makeup product, you are guaranteed to get a really luxurious formulated type of makeup product that's going to be great for the skin. This is, though, a gel-based oil-free foundation. So this is perfect for any skin type out there, dry, combination, oily, all the things. Because it's oil-free and it's also a gel base, it's going to last forever. So Adiola, she is a creator that I met through Behind the Beauty when Kelsey and Alicia and I had our series. At the time, she used to work for Pat McGrath. Over the summer, she went to, I think she went to Dubai. If it's not Dubai, she went to a country where it was extremely hot in the summertime. She wore this foundation and she was like, it lasted forever on the skin. She mixed it with another foundation that was also very long wear. I think it was this one and Double Wear from Estee Lauder. She mixed these two and like her skin looked phenomenal, and she was like, and it lasted all day long. I understand why this went viral on TikTok. I mean, it's a beautiful foundation. The only downside with this foundation is the shade range. There's, I think, about 20 shades, 18 to 20 shades. I hope Shanta Kai expounds on their shade range because the formulation is beautiful. And if you can find a shade, most definitely give it a try. It's beautiful. But like I said, one of those foundations where you don't have to put a lot on and it looks so perfecting on the skin. With the Pat McGrath foundation, I would say this works well for any skin type as well. But like I hinted before, if you do have more normal, because I have more normal skin, especially if you have drier skin, you want to prep your skin. Because if you don't, for sure, you're going to feel like this is too dry. That was the reason why I didn't like it at first, because I felt like it was too dry. Okay, third, Denessa Mar's Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. So I wear the shade 14W. This foundation, for a very long time, I did not have it in the category as a skin-like foundation because this joker is pretty full coverage. And I remember, like, literally after I had done a couple of the foundations in this series, I was like, okay, what should my third foundation be? And literally this is the one that popped in my head. And I was like, no, this is too full coverage. And the thought was like, Chels, just apply a little bit, blend it with your hands. Take a look at it. And I was like, is that you, Lord? Are you talking to me? I put this on and I said, well, I'll be, you know what? It's stunning. Okay. This is the perfect foundation to show you how you can take a fuller coverage foundation, but if it has the right consistency to it, if it also has the right formulation, it can look so skin-like and so beautiful on the skin. And this is one of those. So this is formulated with amazing skincare ingredients as well. It is a serum foundation that's going to moisturize the skin, lock in hydration, and then it also has antioxidants in it to protect the skin from free radicals. This formulation is going to be a little bit thicker than the Pat McGrath formulation. The Shanta Kai formulation is a little, I don't want to say thick, but because it's a gel, think of like a gel. That's the consistency of Shanta Kai, and I'll show it to you. So you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. So that's the consistency of the Shanta Kai. So it's got more of that gel texture to it. And then the serum foundation looks like that. So literally you need a dot. Go on with the dot like this, maybe a smidge more is what I use to apply to half my face. If you go in with like, if I could say a normal pump of the product, you're gonna get fuller coverage. Now, if you wanna wear it in like medium, full medium, almost full coverage, it looks stunning on the skin. But as with any type of foundation, if you go in with too much product, it can look heavy on the skin too. So I recommend only going in with a small amount of the product so you can get more of that skin-like look to the skin. But what I love about this is because the coverage is a little bit more, you're gonna get a little bit more coverage. So like when I am not wearing any type of makeup, I do naturally have some redness around my nose, which most women do because of hormones. So this is gonna give me a little bit more coverage. It's gonna give me a little bit more, you know, if I did have a breakout, it's gonna hide the redness, tone that down a little bit more, but still looks like skin. You still see my freckles and all the things, and it's beautiful. So if you have a fuller coverage foundation that you love, but you're like, I'm not trying to go for that heavier look to the skin, go in with those couple of tips of just adding a very small amount and blending it with your fingers. And I'm telling you, it's going to look beautiful, and you're going to be like, wow, I can wear this foundation even more because I can wear it when I want to wear like hardly any makeup, and then I can also wear it when I want the fuller coverage. Amazing. Okay, now let's go for Armani Luminous Silk. Oh, have you forgot about her? Because I haven't. Okay, I wear the shade 8.75. This foundation is a literal bae. Like, literal bae. This foundation, I'm putting her in maybe top 3 as well. Armani Luminous Silk. Oh my gosh. It is like literal silk on the skin. I'm actually wearing it today. I'm wearing a couple of base products, so it's not the only base that I have on today. I have the Armani Luminous Silk like kind of on the perimeter of my face here, and then in the center of my face I have the Balm powder in shade 5, and then of course I have concealer. I did a tutorial on this look, so if you would like to see how I created this look, and I mean I go through all the details, definitely watch the video. I'll tag it at the end of this video so you can take a look at it. But I love it. It is literally skin in a bottle. And so this is one where you can use honestly a full pump but blend it out over the face, honey. And it has a very beautiful natural satin finish to the foundation. So if you have normal skin and you don't mind just a little dew kind of at the end of the day, for me, I don't ever mind that. I don't set it with powder. If you do have oily skin, definitely set it with powder so that you can, you know, have your skin look the way that you want it to look. But I think, once again, this is also another beautiful foundation that can work for any skin type. I want to say that they have a good amount of shades. I know for sure there's over 30 shades, so I like the shade selection. And oh my, it's just everything. When I say everything, like the two foundations, let me get to the last one, but I'll tell you, there's only two if like you only had to choose between two foundations that I've shared today, this is one of them. It is perfection. One of those foundations where, you know, if you threw out the scenario of if all of my foundations got destroyed, what am I purchasing first? Like, absolutely. One of the first two foundations I'm purchasing, hands down. Love this one. I forgot to talk about who I recommend the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation for. This one, I honestly would reserve it for dry, normal combination skin. Simply because it is a serum, so you are going to get a little bit more dew with this one. It's not going to be oily, but if you have oilier skin and you don't want something that's going to already come off a little more dewy on the skin, then you may not like this one. However, I always say if you prep your skin, if you have oily skin, prep your skin with your mattifying primers. You may want to go in with a little setting powder before you apply this, then you might really enjoy this, especially if you apply this, like if you're oily, really oily in the T-zone, maybe apply this along the perimeter of the face and then use your concealer in your T-zone and you can get the benefit of both. That would be my suggestion if you have oily skin. But if you have this foundation and you love it and you do have oily skin, sound off in the comment section below, you know, just so we can hear from an expert. That is you with the oily skin. Okay, and then lastly, Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. This is the shade 4N that I wear, and this is the reformulated version. I didn't do a dedicated review on the reformulated version just due to timing. I have the original formulation. Dior did send me the reformulated version, and I love it. In my opinion, there is no difference between the original formula and this reformulated version. I like them both. This was like ride or die for me this past summer. I wore this a lot in the summer. I traveled with it and it's so beautiful on the skin. This is another one of those foundations that can give you fuller coverage, but if you apply a smaller amount, blend it in with your hands. If you want to use a brush, like absolutely use a brush. But I love to use my hands when I want the application to be more sheer, more natural, because I don't know, nobody's going to take a whole bunch of foundation and blend it with your hand. You're going to take a smaller amount, blend it in with your hand. So this one is scrumptious, okay? This formulation, if I remember correctly, I want to say this is also an oil-free formulation. Definitely 40 shades in this foundation, possibly more, but a very good shade range. And it's just, I mean, when I say stunning, this one's beautiful. I understand why this one was also on the runway because it just looks like skin in a bottle. And I like the packaging too. I like this plastic squeezy packaging because I don't have to worry about the bottle breaking when I travel, so it travels well. But for sure, definitely recommend this one. And in terms of like all of the foundations that I used this year, this is definitely one of the ones that I reused the most out of this entire year. It's beautiful. In terms of skin type, I think this will work well for any skin type. If you do have more dry skin, prep your skin for sure, because the finish is going to be definitely more natural, slightly a soft matte finish, slightly a soft matte finish. So don't think like hard matte, just the softest ever type of finish. So if you do have drier skin, just prep your skin the way you know it needs to be prepped, you know, all the things, and you'll be fine. I don't set this one either. Actually, for any of these foundations I've shared with you, including the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation, when I'm just applying and running, I don't set it. And it gets me throughout the day. Every one of these foundations lasts beautifully throughout the day. I don't have any, what do you call it? It wears away nicely. Like, of course, after like 12 hours of wear, you know, you can see my natural skin peeking through, but it looks very natural, almost undetectable. None of these foundations pill with my skincare. Like, they're just really beautiful, non-finicky, non-specific types of foundations that look like skin on the skin. Now, going back to what I was saying earlier, if you were like Chelsea, I need to narrow these 5 down to 2. Which 2 would you recommend I hone in on? I'm going to be right here with the Pat McGrath and Armani Luminous Silk. Out of these 5, these are, like I said, these are my top 2. Now, which one is 1? Which one's 2? Which one would be 3? I can't even make that choice. We're not going to do that. But for sure, definitely top 2 favorite foundations of all the foundations that I have. And that is saying a lot because it's a whole bunch over there. It's a whole bunch over there. So guys, I hope that you loved this video and you enjoyed it. Like I said before, let me know down below if you want to see a part 2 because I definitely have a whole bunch more to share with you. Okay. Let me know down in the comment section below what your favorite undetectable foundations are. If there are any of these or if you have other ones. And I'm not talking tinted moisturizers. Because we know that those are going to give us lighter coverage. I'm talking foundations that may look very skin light, but they can also give you the coverage when you want them to give you the coverage. Leave all that down in the comment section below. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you haven't yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad because we'd love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.